Today, it's just, you can feel it. Like, walk outside right now, take a breath of fresh air, breathe it out, and recognize that the Philadelphia Eagles lost last night, and all is right again in the world. The sun rises in the east, it sets in the west, and Philadelphians are complaining. Wah! They didn't call a face mask. Wah! The refs are out to get us. Wah! Good job by Washington as the Commandos beat Philadelphia 32-21. James Jones, your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts was I called it. I knew that this was going to happen.
Hold on a second. I don't remember that.
The Commanders have been making games ugly. They should have beat another one-loss team last week.
That's right.
Minnesota Vikings.
That's
they're
right.
not a bad football team, and they just find themselves in the game in the fourth quarter making these games ugly. And I called the upset, and I said the Commanders was going to win this game. And, yes, Philadelphia played their worst game of the year.
Yeah, but it's great.
Just came out and just said, we're just clearly a better team than you. I mean, Philadelphia handed it to them a little bit. But, hey, they got it done.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden everything changes, right? Because now you only have a one-game lead over the New York Giants. Now you have to answer the questions of, hey, can we win a game when we're trailing in the fourth quarter? Hey, how good is our defense? If Taylor Heineke in Washington can do what they did, time of possession was like 3-1 last night, and they ran and ran and ran, and the Eagle defense couldn't stop them.
Yeah, and you're definitely not going to win. I don't care what kind of football team you are. I don't care who you're playing. If you turn the football over 3 times, you are not going to win too many games.
Well, let's look at one of those turnovers, because this is the play that all of Philadelphia is crying about. It's Dallas Goedert who gets down, about 5-6 yard gain, and he fumbles the ball. The problem, if you watch this view right here, that's a blatant face mask. And there's the referee right there looking. He's like staring at it, and he's like, I don't see anything. That was good. I have solid tackle as far as I'm concerned. Like, and here's the problem. Again, one more time. I mean, he gets pulled down by the face mask. The ball comes out. And the ref is standing there going, play on, gentlemen, play on. And I can't figure out, all due respect, if I'm a Philadelphian, there's no guarantee that the game ends any differently, but it's a huge play in the game, and they missed the call. And frankly, it's unacceptable.
No doubt about it, and it sucks because, number one, there's penalties every play, right? But the blatant ones that we're missing, right, that change the outcome of the game, like that's a big play in the game, and it's clearly a face mask. His neck is twisted all the way to this side, and it's a turnover, and you give Washington the ball right there on the 35-yard line. That is a big play in the game.
But this is the view that I want you to watch. The referee, that's the guy in black and white.
Staring right at him.
He's standing right there.
But the funny thing is if you ask the refs, they're like, well, that's not my call. I'm not. That's his call over there. But
then why is he standing?
He's got an amazing view.
His job is to watch the lineman right there.
But look, he's standing there. He's like, wow, that really looks like a face mask. But I'm not going to call that.
That's a really good tackle. That's a really good tackle right there.
Like, so if I'm a Philadelphian, obviously I'm ticked off about that. And then it gets worse. So Taylor Heineke, late in the game, Washington trying to kind of run out the clock. They're not going to run out the clock. Philly's going to get the ball back with about 90 seconds left. Plenty of time, right? Taylor Heineke essentially gives himself up, takes a knee. And then watch these two idiots. Bang and bang. Like, what do you want the ref to do there? He's got to make that call. Listen.
It sucks because when you and that's why I hate when they slow motion, because when you slow motion, Brandon Graham is doing everything he can to pull off, and his hands is up. He's sliding into him like he's 300 pounds, 280, running fast, trying to stop himself. But at the same time, we know you cannot pinch the quarterbacks nowadays.
Right, but here's the thing.
It's going to be a penalty.
I'll give you, there's two guys that
look at how the quarterbacks celebrate after getting touched in a tackle football game.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you barely got touched in a tackle football game. You out there celebrating like, you can't touch me, ref. You can't
that effectively ended the game right there, too, because it gives them the automatic first down. Eagles did get the ball back with only 5 seconds left. if you're an Eagle fan, suck it up. You've got one loss. Would you rather be the Texans? So zip your lip and stop crying. Frankly, it's beneath you animals to be crying about this, right? But here's what's interesting about that last play. If you want to show it again, the ref has no choice.
Yeah, no
doubt. That's a call you have to make because the quarterback is taking a knee and he gets hit from the front and the side. Like, you can't be angry at that call.
No, you can't be angry at all. I mean, when I was watching it in live speed, I'm like, yep, that's clearly a roughing the passer right there. And if you look at how they have been calling the roughing the passers lately in the National Football League, that's the worst one.
Yeah. Right, because he's giving himself up. He's like, don't hit me. Yeah! You two knuckleheads both hit me. First down, Washington. We're going home champions. It's been a bad couple weeks for Philadelphia.
It has, but it's not even like he baited them into it. I mean, it was clearly like 3 full steps he had to take to even touch Taylor.
So let's just go over the last 10 days or so in the city of brotherly love. You lost the soccer championship. Oh, nobody cares. That's fine if that's your belief. Oh, that's right. You lost the World Series. Your basketball team, not very good. And now you're no longer undefeated. So you're back to being a dump. There you go. Let me take that back. You're not a dump. You're a wonderful town with wonderful people who just don't bathe very much. All right. That being said, A.J. Brown, after the game, this boggles my mind. If I was a fan, I would hate this. He's upset. Well, he's happy, actually. Not that they lost, but that he no longer has to talk about being undefeated. Wow. Yeah, that's bad.
I get what he's saying, though, because, I mean, you haven't experienced this a lot, but I was.
Who hasn't?
I was 14-0. With the Green Bay Packers, right? Yeah. Every week we came in there after 8-0. They are we going for it? I'm tired of answering these questions. I'm just trying to win the next game. I'm tired. So we were 14-0 and we lost to the sorry 2-12 Kansas City Chiefs, right? And after that, it was kind of like, man, all right.
A relief?
Yeah, we don't have to sit here and answer these questions. Well, obviously, like he said, I don't want to lose no games, right? But at least I don't got to come in here and y'all asking me about this 17-0
is that hard for you guys to handle?
It's hard. Jets fans don't understand that,
Is that too much for you guys?
Jets fans don't understand that.
Well, we've won every game. It's so difficult to answer that question over and over again.
But how you going to respond now? You know what I'm saying?
Ask me again. I'd rather win every week and have to deal with the media going, so you think you can go undefeated? Matter of fact, I think I can go undefeated.
Here, man. I'm worried about the next
I'm sorry to put you out as a member of the media. We were 14-0, and we were happy to lose.
I never said happy.
No.
It is a distraction, though. I mean, that is the first question that's asked to every single player.
Why? I don't get that. See, this is why there's a separation here at this table.
Funny question.
Well, how is it a distraction? You got to talk to the media anyway.
No, you got to talk to them anyway, but I wouldn't necessarily. It is a distraction, and it's much more pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because you are undefeated. Everybody wants you to lose, right? You got all this pressure. They ask you a bunch of questions. And I remember we were 14-0. Coach Mike has said nothing about the undefeated season. He coming in there, hey, we on to the Cowboys. Right. We on to the Jets.
Next game. I get it.
We were 14-0 in here. He came in there, and I don't know if he was tired of answering the questions, but he said, we're going for it. Like,
of course,
nobody's sitting out these last couple games or whatever. Like, we are trying to go and be undefeated this season.
Because it's only been done one other time.
We lost the next week, so I don't know if that was like, woo, finally he said it. So now we in the media like, yep, we going for it. We lost the next week.
He probably should have kept his mouth tight, right? The big question now in Washington is apparently the cigar store Indian that is Carson Wentz, and I say that because he's like a statue back there in the pocket, is back. And he's now ready to play. Who do you go to, Taylor Heineke or the veteran Carson Wentz? I've got the answer. All right, fine, JJ, you go first.
Taylor Heineke, the pride of the XFL. He's collecting shoes left and right for every team he's beating.
Yes, he's going to wear Eagle Green. He's going to get a new pair of Nikes today, and he's rocking the bling, which just makes him a poor man's Kirk Cousins is all that does right there.
Everyone is.
But I've got a problem with this video. Actually, as you'll watch it, he's got all the necklaces on, blah, 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 right? And he's trying to rep the stuff there. Here's my problem. It's like he's sitting in coach on a Spirit Airlines flight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't you guys travel like charter jets?
Who?
Yeah, but he's Taylor Heineke.
When you played.
You get on a regular Delta, American Airlines, and you get your butt to the game. So that's how it looks right there.
But the dude sitting in coach, he just led Washington.
Everybody's sitting in coach, but the coaches. The coaches and all that is up there in first class.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's actually in a middle seat for some reason.
Yeah,
Why is he doing
because
that?
he's Taylor Heineke. Yeah, because when they first did all the travel plans, they were like, he's the backup quarterback. Make sure he sits in row 37 on Spirit Airlines, the worst airline in all of America.
Spirit
Airlines. Yeah. You can't even recline anymore on Spirit Airlines. That's where my life is now. Row 37 on Spirit Airlines. And for those of you that are counting at home, yes, I did drive to work again today. I did. They didn't. I did. That's how it goes. So, real quick, Eagles are now, they got the blessing. All good. Yeah, way to do that on TV. All right, all good.
I had to get that out, man, I guess.
You have another one coming, or you're good?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Thank you for doing it towards Cody. We can lose Cody for a day. All right, here's the question.
Yes.
Now, sorry, better shirt, though. Now that they've lost the game, and you've said you experienced it, do they come back next week, like, freer, less pressure, got it out of the way, and right back to business? I think they play the Colts next weekend, so it's going to be right back to the win column.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not really less pressure, right? Because number one, now you 8-1. Now everybody's going to be looking at how are you going to respond. Like, are you a good football team? Is this the blueprint, right? Let's run the ball. Let's keep Jalen Hurts off the field. You know what I mean? Try to create a couple takeaways. So now they got to come back. And are you going to be a different Eagles team? Like, this is on the coaches and stuff too. Are you going to come in here pressing a little bit? We got to do this instead of going back and doing the things that got you to 8-0. So I'm going to look how they respond when they play the Colts, even though the Colts ain't a good football team.
Right, and that's the best thing for them. You lose a game like this, having a weak opponent, and I don't care what the Colts did against the Raiders. They're a bad football team, and the Eagles should probably win that game by 35. Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.